Hey guys, it's Zanny. Today is day 11 of Vlogtober and I haven't come up with a video idea yet and it is almost 8:30 in the evening. So you guys are getting another survey video for Vlogtober. This is turning into Surveytober and I am so sorry about that. I swear I'm gonna come up with some actual video ideas in the next couple of days to entertain you with rather than just me answering questions. But for now, I found a website called buzzkenya.com and an article about 100 interesting questions to ask people. Now I am not going to answer all 100 of them, but I'm going to pick a couple that I think are interesting and answer them, and I will leave a link to the article in the Dropbox below so you guys can go check it out if you want to. And maybe you'll learn a little bit more about me, which I mean you just keep doing in Vlogtober, but that's the point of a survey, right? Learn more about people? Yeah, okay, I'll just get started. The first one is, what was the last picture you took with your phone? Let's see, the last picture I took was this one of myself to send to my fiance because he's 3,000 miles away. Okay, number 4 is interesting. Do you know your heritage? Sort of. So, I'm adopted, and I know the basic heritage, but I don't know any of the added extras, because, you know, people will be like German and French and Spanish and stuff like that. All I know is that I'm Irish and Italian, but I'm very happy with those two heritages. I'm very happy with those two heritages. Number 15 is, what is your perfect pizza? I guess like a thick crust pizza with marinara sauce and cheese and pepperoni, sausages, mushrooms, and Kalamata olives. That would be my favorite. Oh, now I'm hungry. I like this question. Question 53 is, which do you use more often, the dictionary or the thesaurus? I wish I could say the thesaurus because I love the Thesaurus and I want my own, but I use the dictionary more. Question 56 is, what's the sickest you've ever been? So I went to a relative's wedding and ended up not being able to go to the wedding because I got really, really sick and I just stayed in the hotel room the whole time and I couldn't breathe whatsoever. It was like I had the tiniest tube to breathe through. It was so inflamed and my chest hurt and I had to sleep like practically sitting up straight because if I laid down at all I was just choking and I felt like vomiting and everything just hurt and it was the worst feeling ever and it lasted for like 3 weeks. And like whenever I coughed it would go on and on and on, and then I'd be coughing so much I couldn't breathe, and it was terrifying. And when I finally got to see a doctor, they're like, oh yeah, it's just acute bronchitis. And I'm like, okay, I've had acute bronchitis before, and it doesn't feel like that, but you're the professional. But then, like 2 years later, I got sick again. And I went to my regular doctor, and she's like, yeah, this is bronchitis, and then she was talking to me about whooping cough because it was something that was like kind of going around our neighborhood. And when I got home, I researched acute bronchitis and whooping cough and realized I'd had whooping cough when I went to the wedding. And it was the worst experience of my life and I never want to have it ever again. Question 81 is, do you believe honesty is the best policy? I do. In most situations, it's a lot better to just be honest and upfront with the person rather than being covert or lying or trying to like make it better by not telling them everything. I think there's only a very, very small portion of situations where honesty is not a good policy. Like if you're a bridesmaid and the dress you have is hideous, you're not going to tell the bride that because that's just going to stress her out more. Like things like that. But if it's like an actual problem, then yeah, be honest. Question 96 is, are you wearing socks right now? Yes. And the last question I'm going to answer is question 100, which is worst injury you have had. Now, normally I would say my broken pinky, but I had a worse one that has a really stupid story behind it. I was walking to go meet someone and I was walking down a hill at night, and I didn't see what was on the ground and slipped on something and fell onto my knees. And I was wearing like a dress and tights, and I scraped up my knees really badly. But when I looked to see what I'd tripped on, thinking it was like a plastic bag or something, someone's garbage can had fallen over, and I literally slipped on cabbage. There was just cabbage on the sidewalk, and I slipped on cabbage, and I continued walking to go meet my friend, and then told him what had happened. So we ended up just walking back to my house so I could like clean my wounds and see that everything was okay. And I'd bled through my tights and had marks on this part of my knee, on both knees, that were just bleeding and like that big, and they lasted for like 2 months, and I still have a really faint scar on this knee that's not going to show up on camera, so I'm not going to show you. But that was kind of horrible because my knees hurt for about a month while they were still healing, and then they just looked really bad. But it's also really funny because I slipped on cabbage. Like, who does that? That's like slipping on a banana peel. It's not what happens. But yeah, that would be my worst injury that I've ever had. Okay, well, I am sorry this was another survey video thing, but I promise it's gonna get better. I'll have something interesting to say, or it'll just at least not be surveys. If you guys liked it, give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below. And if you have any ideas for videos you think I could make or you want to see, please let me know. It's always nice to have extra ideas to choose from. And other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.